everyone, welcome to another football video. Today we're going to be talking about the Mbappe situation. He's opted to extend with PSG. I certainly thought it was a certainty he was going to join Real Madrid this summer. That hasn't happened. He has signed a 3-year contract extension. I think this is an incredibly foolish decision by Mbappe, but why do I think that? We'll be exploring the contract and the potential implications it has on Mbappe's future and career and success, etc, etc. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy football videos, make sure to leave a like on the video as well, because why not? Okay, it takes like 1 or 2 seconds and it makes your boy happy. So for every like, you put one smile on Nobbins' face. Mbappe staying at PSG, not going to Real Madrid. Let's talk about why I think it's a foolish decision. Then there are 2 important things to note in terms of this situation that's occurring. A move away from PSG and to Real Madrid made total sense, especially because it's on a free, means that Mbappe can get a nice signing on fee from Real Madrid. But that hasn't happened. That hasn't happened, and it took me by surprise, took many people by surprise. I think that's fair to say. And from Mbappe's perspective, there are 2 potential lines as to why he signed the extension with PSG. There's the what I believe to be the truth, which is the unofficial line, and then there is the official line from Mbappe's camp. So just starting with the unofficial line, the reason why I think he signed a contract is basically money, I think. At Real Madrid, he was going to be offered a contract which would have included a signing on fee of around 110, extortionate, ridiculous amounts we're talking about here. A signing on fee, a signing on bonus of around 110 million pounds, and then we're talking about a salary of around 20 million pounds after tax. PSG contract, these are the details of it that we know for sure. There or thereabouts. 100 million pound signing on fee, so slightly less than the Real Madrid one, but we're talking about a salary of around 40 million pounds a year. So potentially doubling what he would have been earning at Real Madrid. Now, there's some confusion there because PSG sources have said, well, Real Madrid were offering the exact same wage. You've got to take that with a pinch of salt because, of course, PSG don't want to make it about money, and we're never going to know the full ins and outs of the contract situations. But essentially, I think it's fair to say that he's earning a considerably more at PSG than Real Madrid. There was also some question marks as to whether Mbappe would be getting a say on player transfers, on who would be the next manager, potentially being made club captain. Not sure how much credence we can give those rumors. Haven't seen anything official on that, so I'm not going to talk about that too much. If all of that is true, then it's an embarrassment, but I don't think it is true necessarily, so I'm not going to be discussing that too much because, as I say, I don't think it's been materialized. So you could say, look, Mbappe is a grown man. He's a grown-ass man, and he can do what he wants with his life, and that's absolutely true. If he wants to stay at PSG just to earn the money, then that's absolutely fine. He can do that. But the reason why I think it's foolish, we'll touch on the sporting reasons shortly, but from a money perspective, sure, obviously, why not go to a place where you're going to earn a considerable amount of money? But he's not earning like minimum wage or a pittance at Real Madrid, is he? He's still earning... he's still getting a 110 million signing on fee, and he's getting a post-tax salary of 20 million quid, which is just insane. Like there surely comes a point where where you can't spend the amount of money you're earning unless you're literally buying like a mansion a week. So from a money perspective, I don't really understand. And of course, he's setting his family up for generations to come, but he'd have been doing that at Real Madrid anyway. As I say, he wouldn't have been earning a pittance at Real Madrid. So that's the unofficial line. I think that's the main reason why he has signed, and that's why I do think it's and I think in general, even though I say you can do what you want, whatever, I do think it's a foolish decision to purely base your decision to stay at a club or move to another club. I think it's foolish to purely base it on money when you're 23 years old, and we'll get onto it, and you have the potential to become one of the world's best, or maybe even the world's best, maybe a Ballon d'Or winner. If you're Mbappe, and you're in the highlight of your youth, it doesn't make any sense to me. But that's the unofficial line. And I've said why I think he's a fool there. The official line was that he's joined for sporting and sentimental reasons. That's the reason why he stayed at PSG and not gone to Real Madrid. Even if that is true, I don't think it is true, but for argument's sake, we'll assume it is true, that he has gone. Actually, no, let's cover why I don't think it is. I've touched on the money, but the PSG president and Mbappe have said that this is about the sporting project. This is about winning the Champions League with PSG. This is about taking PSG to the next level. If it is about the sporting project, mate, then why are you only signing... I'm calling Mbappe out here. Why are you only signing a 3-year deal? If you are so convinced by this sporting project, then why don't you sign a 5-year deal? It's really weird in the modern footballing era to sign only a 3-year deal. Nowadays, it's 4, 5, even higher sometimes. A 3-year deal nowadays is seen as a short-term deal. To me, that tells me that PSG wants some resale value from you, and you'll spend the next 2 years at PSG earning a fat wad, and then in the final year of your contract, that's when PSG will negotiate with Real Madrid, and they'll be able to get more money rather than losing him on a free. If it is for sporting reasons, surely you believe in the project longer than 3 years down the line. Surely you want to commit your future more than 3 years. And let's be real, it's not going to be 3 years. If the intention is to sign an extension to take it beyond 3 years, just sign a 5-year deal. So clearly he's only going to be at PSG for another 2 years. So great sport. Yeah, you can definitely fulfill a project in 2 years. Yes. So well done on that, I guess. So that's why I don't think it is, as I say, 3-year contract. I also don't think it's sentimental reasons either. He said, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm born in Paris, Parisian boy, grew up in the Parisian suburbs. I'd love to win the Champions League with PSG, etc." He grew up a Real Madrid fan, and Zidane and Ronaldo were his icons. They were his favorite players. They were the people he aspired to be. Surely the sentimental aspect falls on Real Madrid, not PSG. So again, don't buy that for a second. But for argument's sake, now we're going to assume that it is because of sporting reasons. And this is why Mbappe is a fool. This is the reason why it's foolish for him to stay at PSG if the reason why he's staying at PSG is due to sporting reasons and believing in the sporting project. No matter the scenario, he's a fool, in my opinion. If he's staying just for money, he's a fool because he's putting money before his career. If he's staying for sporting reasons, then I think he's a fool because PSG are not winning the Champions League in the next 2 years. And we've discussed he's only going to be at PSG for 2 years unless something miraculous happens. PSG in their current state, I touched on this right at the start of the season. You can go back to my Champions League group prediction video where I say PSG will not win the Champions League. You can go back to my video where PSG beat Manchester City 2-0, and I said in the title, PSG are overrated. I got a lot of hate for that, but I've been proven right. You saw it against City in the group stages. You saw it against Real Madrid in the knockout rounds. That front three does not work. Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, the whole cohesion of that team does not work. There is a mental block at that club. The issue with PSG, because it's such a weak league, is that essentially you're signing mercenaries. They don't have the best mentality. I think that's fair to say. So I'm so convinced that PSG are not going to win the Champions League whilst Mbappe's there, i.e. in the next 2 years. I'm just so convinced that isn't going to happen. Rightly or wrongly, Mbappe and PSG are never going to be judged by what they achieve in Ligue 1 in France because they're expected to win it every single year. They're expected to win everything every single year because that is the weakest of the top 5 leagues. It's closer in quality to the Portuguese league than I believe it's the German league, which is 4th on UEFA's league coefficient table. He'll be judged by in terms of the club. He'll be judged by what he achieves on the European stage in the Champions League, and I'm so convinced PSG are not going to win that competition whilst they've got Mbappe, Neymar, Suarez, Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. So I personally think he's throwing away 2 years of his career because he's not going to achieve anything with Liga. He can get as many goals as he wants, he can get as many assists as he wants, he can get as many Ligue 1 Player of the Years as he wants. I will eat my words on this if it happens, but he ain't winning the Champions League with PSG. And because he's not going to be judged by what he achieves in France, he's never going to win the Ballon d'Or with PSG. And one assumes that's what Mbappe wants. Now, for comparison's sake, the Mbappe-Haaland dynamic is being advertised or the desire is people want it to become the new Messi, Ronaldo. I don't think they're going to hit the heights of those two players at all. However, I think it is fair to say that Mbappe and Haaland are the upcoming generation's Messi and Ronaldo. So I think it's therefore important and fair to compare Mbappe to Ronaldo, Messi, and even Neymar, who was also touted to be, the next Ballon d'Or winner. It never quite happened for him because he moved to PSG, I think. But I think it's fair to compare what they were achieving at their age compared to Mbappe. Now, obviously, Mbappe has the World Cup. The France side was very, very good. Ronaldo, when he was 23, so Mbappe is now 23 years old. Ronaldo, when he was 23, had already won his first Ballon d'Or. Messi, when he was 24, had won his first Ballon d'Or. And by the time I think Mbappe leaves PSG, probably for Real Madrid, he'll be 25. Neymar, when he was 23, came third in the Ballon d'Or rankings and had won the domestic treble. Had won the treble. He'd won the Copa del Rey, La Liga, and the Champions League. So they'd all achieved brilliant success on an individual stage as well. Because even getting third place that year was very good. I believe Messi won it that year. So very good to even get on the podium. Mbappe's not got on the podium once in his career so far, and that is not going to change at PSG. Certainly not going to win it at PSG. So all of these other players, by his age, were already moved. They'd already made the big move, or they're already in the process of making the big move. The key element there is that they were all at the correct club, which would provide that springboard for them to win the Ballon d'Or and to progress as players. Whereas Mbappe has not done that. In my opinion, I think he's taken the coward's way out by staying at PSG. And again, if we want to compare Mbappe to Haaland, which, as I say, might be the next generation's Messi and Ronaldo, Haaland, for a start, is 2 years younger. He's 21, so he's already got 2 years on Mbappe. And he's already made that, I'd say it's a brave leap from the German league, which some people describe as a farmers league. I don't think it's fair to describe it as a farmers league, especially when he's doing those numbers, not even for Bayern, for Dortmund, but he's taken that leap from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester City. Much harder league, much more competitive league, and he'll have much more expectation on his shoulders. And there's also that narrative of, City are desperate to win the Champions League, and now they've got Haaland, they're definitely going to win it. So there's a lot of responsibility on his 21-year-old shoulders. As I say, he's made that brave leap. Whereas Mbappe could have done that. He could have gone to Real Madrid, and he could have gone on to probably win Champions Leagues with them maybe next season or the season after. But instead, he's decided to play it safe and stay in Ligue 1, where he's going to score loads of goals and get loads of assists no matter what happens, because he's playing for the best club, and that league is so weak. PSG, the only strong side in that league, I think it's fair to say. So that's why I think he's a fool, basically. Whether it's for money, whether it's for sporting, sentimental reasons, no matter the scenario, I think he's foolish. But why putting money before your career when you're only 23 years old? Really, now you should probably be kicking on and taking that next step, as we've seen Haaland do, as we saw Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar do. They were already at this stage in their careers. They were already at the correct place that they should have been, or they're in the process of getting to the correct place the next season in order for them to achieve their long-term goals. If Mbappe's long-term goals are only money, fair enough. But I'm assuming that he has a bit more nous about him, and I'm assuming his long-term goals are more to do with individual success in terms of Ballon d'Ors, and also club success in terms of Champions Leagues. He'll always be successful with France. France have got probably the best squad in the world. However, in terms of club scenarios, you ain't going to win the Ballon d'Or whilst you're at PSG just tearing it up as you're expected to do, failing in Europe over and over again. You could have won the Ballon d'Or if you went to Real Madrid, partner with your French compatriot Benzema. Made much more sense to me. But I think he has taken the safe route, and that's why I think he's a fool. Let me know if I'm being too harsh on him. I think that's fair enough. Maybe I've got too high expectations for him, but I am comparing him to Haaland. Haaland's already made that move. He's 2 years his junior. Mbappe is going to be arsing around in France for another 2 years, sort of like in this weird limbo of obviously dominating the league, but everyone's like, so it's PSG, it's Liga. Who really cares? So that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.